significantly influence the Israel-Iran conflict, shaped by historical agreements and international recognition that have defined their interactions. This legal framework directly affects current diplomatic relations and ongoing disputes. Historically, Israel and Iran maintained a cooperative relationship before 1979, a dynamic that drastically changed following Iran's political upheaval. Understanding this context is essential for comprehending today's tensions. As the political landscape continues to evolve, questions about future diplomatic relations between Israel and Arab nations arise amid persistent conflicts. This dynamic reshapes regional alliances and influences strategic decisions. The establishment of friendly ties between Israel and the United States is rooted in mutual interests during geopolitical conflicts, leading to collaborative efforts in areas like military and intelligence sharing. Since its inception, Israel has faced ongoing conflict with neighboring Arab and Islamic nations, a reality that has shaped survival strategies and significantly influenced its foreign policy. The Iran-Iraq War revealed unexpected alliances, as Iran and Israel found common ground against a shared threat. This cooperation contradicted broader US and Soviet interests, highlighting the complex geopolitical strategies at play. A critical discussion centers on whether international law can recognize the claims of self-defense made by both Israel and Iran in their recent conflicts. Legal interpretations play a vital role in shaping the understanding of their military actions. Comparisons arise between Israel's current military actions and historical conflicts, such as the US invasion of Iraq and the Six-Day War. The context of international law and preemptive strikes is crucial in these comparisons. The video underscores exceptions to the prohibition of force in international law, particularly referencing the UN Charter. It emphasizes the roles of the Security Council and the right to self-defense. The interpretation of preemptive self-defense remains crucial in international law, with significant variations among different nations and scholars. Israel's situation is often analyzed within this complex context. To discuss self-defense effectively, it is essential to clearly define imminent threats. Scholars frequently debate what constitutes an immediate danger, influencing the legitimacy of military actions. Historical examples, including Israel's actions in 1967 and Vietnam's intervention in Cambodia, are examined to provide context for the application of preemptive self-defense in international relations. The analysis also considers possible motivations behind Iran's rhetoric against Israel, suggesting that internal political dynamics may drive these statements without necessarily escalating into direct military conflict. The concept of mutual assured destruction, or MAD, is critical in understanding nuclear deterrence between Israel and Iran. This principle indicates that both nations would refrain from nuclear weapon use due to the threat of total annihilation. International law presents differing views on the legality of military actions, emphasizing the potential for Israel's actions to be considered illegal, particularly regarding retaliatory strikes. Countries like Ukraine and Israel often target military objectives, while Iran and Russia have been known to strike civilian areas. This divergence raises ethical questions surrounding the conduct of war. The distinction between the legality of war and specific military actions illustrates the complexity of international humanitarian law, which is crucial for analyzing conflicts involving Iran and Israel. International treaties, such as the Non-Proliferation Treaty, establish a legal framework for nuclear weapons control, influencing how nations engage in military actions and develop their nuclear capabilities. The Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty seeks to freeze nuclear capabilities across all nations, not just prevent developing countries from obtaining weapons. This balance is vital for global security. Advancements in nuclear weapons technology, including hydrogen bombs, represent substantial increases in destructive power, necessitating robust international treaties to effectively manage proliferation. Vietnam's decision to forego nuclear weapons enables a more stable relationship with powers like the United States and Russia, seen as beneficial for all parties involved. Sectarian differences between Iranian Islam and Arab Islam perpetuate ongoing hostilities, impacting regional alliances and conflicts. These divisions complicate efforts to unite against common threats such as Israel. The ongoing civil war in Yemen exemplifies this divide, with Saudi Arabia supporting the central government while Iran backs Houthi rebels, underscoring the broader regional power struggle. Arab nations increasingly perceive Iran as a significant threat, particularly regarding its missile capabilities and nuclear ambitions, prompting cooperation with Israel to counter these dangers.